All right, welcome to Sports Music and Other Shit. I'm your co-host, Vic.
I'm your co-host, John the Black Jerry McGuire.
And today we got Mr. Preston James IV. He is originally from Harlem, New York City. He received his bachelor's degree from Emporia State University in Emporia, Kansas, where he was a scholarship athlete. He went on to receive his law degree and his MBA concurrently from the University of Kansas School of Law and School of Business. In addition, he has also received a certification in international sports management from the Florence University of the Arts in Florence, Italy. He has been representing athletes and entertainers for over 20 years, during which time he was an NFLPA and CFLPA certified contract advisor. He has represented numerous professional and Olympic athlete clients worldwide, as well as entertainment clients. He has served on the San Antonio Sports Foundation Board of Directors and was a general manager of Iowa Crush women's professional football team. Preston is also the founder and executive director of The Other Side of Sports, a nonprofit group that exposes young men to careers in the sports industry by bringing in speakers and partnering with professional organizations such as Detroit Pistons and hosting events at their venues. In addition, Preston is the sports management program director and assistant professor of sports management and business law at LaGrange College. He specializes in sports and entertainment law, sports and entertainment management, and business and law. He has received many accolades and achievements, as of the most recently with Rolling Out magazine, where he was recipient of the magazine's Justice for All Award, which is awarded to the top legal professionals in the Atlanta area for their contributions to society. And he was nominated for U.S. Professor of the Year. Preston was also listed in the Who's Who in law of his contributions to sports and entertainment law, and has been honored by his elementary school with Dr. Preston James IV Day for his contributions to education and commitment to the school. Preston is also a proud member of the greatest fraternity in the world, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Boy, I sound good on paper, don't I? How you brothers doing?
Good, man. How's the wife?
She's doing okay. She's upstairs now. No, doing her thing, persevering. No, I'm saying no. Bro's drinking wine now.
Hey,
no more oil.
Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. That's just Omega. That's Omega oil in a fancy glass, man.
Yeah, that's you.
I got a Lions cup with some seeing it.
All right, doggy. Man, let's just start out with your story. Born in Harlem, the mecca of African spirituality, African pride, and then left off to Kansas to college. Like, give us your story.
Bro, like I said, bro, y'all know me already for a while now. But story just say, born and raised in New York City. I'm in Harlem, which is why I give back. Harlem stand up. That's why I always give back. They have Dr. James Day at my grade school every year. Matter of fact, this morning I was the commencement speaker at my grade school's graduation. You told me that back when I was in grade school, never would have believed it. I'm saying I was not that standout kid. That was not happening. I'm saying I had good scores, but no, not that standout kid.
Yeah.
I decided to, I had to leave the streets of New York City alone, and I figured I'd go to Kansas the furthest way possible, and that was far away. It's good. I persevered. It made me grow up, made them grow up. It's funny, in the environment we are in now, with all this racism going on, I've had one of my former teammates hit me up and told me that he should have voted for me for team captain. And the other one was a lady, while I was going through my MBA program, I was going to a speech therapist because I knew I was going to be in law school, trying to argue all the time. And she said, "You may not remember me, but you used to have some serious debates during our sessions all the time. And I want to thank you." I'm saying, so you never know who you reach out to, bro, for real talk.
Yeah.
Going to Kansas was a big blessing for me. Obviously, joining my fraternity, and holding office in my fraternity. A lot of the mentorship I received was through the frat. I'm saying, and so I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, bro, I come from New York City, went to school in Kansas, had a son, graduated, got my JD MBA at the same time, while being on the Supreme Council of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So yeah, I'm on the Supreme Council, I'm an agent, and I'm in law school at the same time.
It's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, bro. I was definitely stretching myself, but again, you know how we do. We multitask. I'm saying so.
Exactly.
No,
Now, that's the
absolutely.
story, brother. I said, reason why I decided to go to school in Kansas, wanted to get away from New York City. It was good. Once I was in undergrad, I decided, I see a lot of the bros I know was going back. And then the captain of the Nebraska is the bros. Captain of Iowa State is the bros. Captain of Colorado is the bros. Captain of K-State is the bros. I'm like, well, I should be an agent. And I know enough guys going to the league now. And it's funny is my first agency, I thought it was called Omega Sports.
Uh,
Almost had zero bros. I represented a bunch of white women. I'm saying women on the driver of bobsled one, divers in the Olympics. All those are my clients. I'm saying so. Not what I expected, but hey.
Hey, you were talking about the with all the racial stuff that's going on right now in this climate. You being a professor and being multitasking. I know you got your hands in the sports industry. How are you feeling right now? Like, what's your emotions? Like, what have you been seeing over these last couple of weeks?
Wow. Well, I'm talking to the bros. I'm gonna keep it straight. I hope a lot of it ain't just fluff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people say what they want you to say so they can move to the next spot. Hope it's not a trend, but I hope it's not like a fad. Hopefully it's long-term changes going on. Bros, let's keep it real. We're the bros. Let's keep it real. I'm at a college, bro, where I'm the first African American male professor. I'll say it again, Q-Dogs. I'm the first African American male professor. The school is the oldest college, private college in Georgia. From 1831, 2016, no one with our heritage was a professor at the school.
Damn.
So, to tell you the environment that we're dealing with, I'm saying, and I hold them accountable. You both know me pretty well. I hold them accountable. They put up a picture of a blacked out on social media. They put out something blacked out, and I responded to them. I said, this is more than just a hashtag. Let's see words put in action.
Yeah.
And for that, I'm on some panel tomorrow as well, speaking. And, well, I'm not letting them slide, bro. It's bigger than, it's just not a hashtag, man.
Yeah.
I think we're in an environment now, we all know. I think we haven't discussed this particularly, but I know each one of us probably has some kind of altercation with the police that wasn't positive.
Yeah, for sure.
That shouldn't be a norm for black males in America. I shouldn't have that assumption and be correct that happened to you. Okay?
Yeah.
And so when that can be an assumption that is correct, that's wrong. That shouldn't be our norm. I'm saying that should be far-fetched outliers. I'm saying out of 100, should have happened to 2, not 98 out of 100. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think a lot of that plays upon that. I'm happy to see what I'm seeing from my friends in sports.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this, my friends in sports have reached out to me on all levels. Mm-hmm. From a senior vice president, executive vice presidents, I'll tell you, teams, Falcons, my man reached out to me. Mm-hmm. People in business reached out to me. And they're my friends, just saying, hey, man, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Hey, I wasn't upset with Kaepernick, but I also didn't speak up for him. So I can do better there.
Yeah.
And so that part, I appreciate that. I'm saying, you know.
Right.
But I mean, sports leads the way. So I mean, think about it. I mean, but bottom line is this, y'all. Let's be real here. People who are racist never had a problem with us dancing for them or cooking for them. It's calling us equals, which made them have a problem. Saying,
yeah.
Oh no.
I can't be their banker. I can't be their lawyer, but I can dance for them. I can entertain them. And as I explain to my students, all football is right now is modern day gladiators.
That's true.
Yeah. You don't think there were sponsors in NASCAR before NASCAR existed? I mean, as far as the chariots, the chariot drivers in the Roman days, they had sponsors of the different houses. They wore different colors. Yeah. That was just modern day NASCAR. That was the creed of NASCAR. I'm saying.
True. That's true. Right. That's definitely true.
I never really looked at the whole NASCAR thing like that, but makes sense.
They had sponsors. You watch what's his name? Gladiator and stuff like that. I'm saying you see them Ben Hur, see them in a chariot. They had different colors on.
Yeah.
The colors were they had sponsors.
Yeah. Damn. You put something on that one. I ain't never think about that one.
Yeah.
I ain't never think about that one.
So go ahead, Vic.
When you was talking about the racism part of it, Dick Gregory, he always said, on the West Side, the racists, they didn't care how big you got as long as you didn't get too close. And down South, they didn't care how close you got as long as you didn't get too big. And it just like it shows that variance of racism that you see who people think on the West is just so liberal, but really there's a lot of racism there just as well as here in the South. In the South, we just know it because we just see it. It's in our face. We know it. We smell it. We can feel it when we come around.
Oh yeah, I think down south it's just so over. It's like, howdy nigger, howdy sir. It's like morning. It's like good morning, hey. You know what I'm saying? It's like they know their distinct roles. I'm saying. Whereas in New York, it's covert. Look at the guy we got playing president right now. I'm saying. I mean, he's pandering to people in the South. He's from Queens, New York.
Yeah.
He's about his heritage. The reason our heritage. Your grandparents didn't come here during the Civil War.
No.
What heritage you talking about? They didn't fight for the South. What are you talking about, kid?
Man, you saw.
Sometimes I'm like, you have to laugh from crying, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I know LaGrange is ranked one of the top 10, 15 schools in the country.
As far as and what?
And as far as education and stuff like that, education based.
Well, it's a Division III school, so I wouldn't say that. Division III school, our sports management program is rocking and shocking. I'm saying, I was at Northwood before I came out of LaGrange, I know that. And my wife had stage 4 lung cancer, so 56 below zero wind chills is not the move for somebody with lung cancer. We are a tropical people. And so I had to break down south, I'm saying. So I run the program down there. So we've been lucky to have a lot of people in the industry assess our program as one of the top programs in the South now. At LaGrange, I had a top 10 program in the country, according to the National Sports Forum, which is the big forum that all these people in sports go to. But down in LaGrange, I've been doing the same thing, rocking and shocking. Right now, I think our sports management club is the largest club on campus. I think the next largest club has like 20 members. We have 87. And so what I did was I decided to, down in Georgia, LaGrange, you can't really declare a major until your junior year. So the sports management club allows them to come in and do events with us and as freshmen. So, for the past 3 years, we did the Super Bowl. We were the only school in the entire country on field level during the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
We do the Peach Bowl. We do the downhill ski championships, which is hilarious. They're like, LaGrange, Georgia? LaGrange, Utah? No. LaGrange, Colorado? No. Georgia. I'm saying. And of course, the Swiss team is hilarious because they're like the Lakers. I'm saying they're the Kobe Lakers. I'm saying Kobe and Shaq Lakers. And so they just rock. But they took a picture of me. You know, who's the black guy with the bow tie?
Yeah.
There was 2 brothers on the mountain. I was one of them. So, but no. So LaGrange College, I'm lucky enough to have a lot of good partners. The Falcons and the United, obviously, all the blanks in them, great partners to have. We partner with the Peach Bowl. Peach Bowl has 2 academic partners: University of Alabama grad program and our undergrad program. So, and we've been involved in so many different events. More than I could say. And the good thing about it is, last year, year before last, most time in the sports industry, the placement level is about 25%. So 1 out of every 4 students get a job. Year before last, 100% of my students got jobs in the industry.
Oh, that's what's
Some had like 3 or 4 offers from the Pistons, from the Yankees. So So we look out pretty much with that. I'm saying I got a pretty good group of students. I'm saying
That's what's
good.
up. That's what's
Sounds like a great program, man.
yeah. Well, again, I wish I did. Well, I won't say too much, but I think in the environment we're in now, down in Georgia, and let's be frank, I'm not the most liked guy down there. And for some folks, I am one brother too many. I'm saying there's two of us now. There's two of us now, though. I'm saying no. But it is what it is. I'm saying no. But my students love it. Their parents love it. We get good results. Hey, it is what it is.
So just sticking on this whole the sports management and everything, that curriculum for that course, since they don't get to get in until what, their junior year, you said?
Right.
So how does that work out? And do you guys have the undergrad, do you have a master's in sports management, and also do you have the PhD level too?
No, our school, we only have a bachelor's degree in sports management.
Gotcha.
So it's in the School of Business where it should be. A lot of schools have it in PE and kinesiology, but you do that to be a coach. I'm saying you don't learn the business side of sports. I'm saying you need to know the marketing. You need to know legal issues, sports law. You need to know. Well, on our side, accounting, because you're a business major. But anything that deals with sports wise, I try to give them some experience in on the business side of it. I have a lot of our friends who are CFOs with teams, some CEO of teams, some presidents of teams. I try to get them to talk with guys on that level. So a lot of our classes, a lot of times, is we're actually talking with people online, or they're coming in to see us. Which is why this COVID-19 really kind of hit us in the area, because I had people talk to them anyway. And we're always thinking on the run, because as in sports, look where we're at now. A lot of my friends in the industry, managers and above are fairly safe. But anybody not the manager losing their jobs, man.
Yeah.
And why is that? No fans mean no money. No money mean I can't pay you. But we think on our feet a lot. A certain group that I joined, I'm saying, it tells you, I'm saying, think on your feet. I'm saying, and so what I had them doing this break, all the other programs in the country are doing what? Come February, they got to stop, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Because if you're working the Peach Bowl and Super Bowl, and you're working the Atlanta Falcons game, the United games, and the Hawks games, and COVID-19 hit, they stopped. You got to stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. Esports. So we put on an esports tournament. Yes, we did. And the good thing about it is we did it from home. And so I had all my students put on the event. We did it one last year, sponsored by Red Bull. We did a Fortnite. I never heard of Fortnite before. We did a Fortnite tournament. We did that. It turned out pretty well. Well, this year, when this hit, we wanted to find a way to give back. And so we put everything out on Twitch. And it was cool because one of my former students with Dallas Mavericks in the esports, Trey Thompson. And Trey was like, "Well, Doc, let's work together." So I had him help my students out. We put an online tournament on together, and the proceeds of that tournament went to COVID-19 relief. In our case, we gave 100 to the Atlanta Food. We gave part to the Atlanta Food Bank and part to the Columbus, Georgia Food Bank, which services LaGrange, Georgia, where we live at. And so I think they ended up providing like a couple thousand meals, people in Atlanta, a couple thousand meals for people down in the Columbus, Georgia area. But it showed them more so of the whole rest of the world is stuck. They're reading the books now. But we thought outside the box.
Yeah.
A little ingenuity, I'm saying, using that, I'm saying. And we put on one of the only tournaments during the time period in the whole country.
Yeah.
And gave back to the community.
That's good stuff right there. So, Preston, can you speak on, especially in our community, like a lot of our kids, they want to, they want to go play in the NBA. They want to go play in the NFL. They want to go and, be a superstar. But in reality, there's a lot more opportunity in sports than just being the guy on the field or the guy on the court.
Right. Well, that's what my nonprofit leans toward. However, that don't lean toward. That's what it is. It's called the other side of sports. I generally show the kids stats, and if you want to show them sometime, I can shoot them to you. But I show them, it's like out of 1 million something college football players, only like 6% will go to college, and out of that, let's 2% will play pro ball. And I show them the stats. My other side of sports is what I do is I bring in people who look like the kids we're working with.
Mhm.
I had a Chris Howard. Chris is one of my best friends. Chris is actually the what is Chris' title? Something Howard, NCAA with football development, football development. Aaron was one of our former students with the Pistons. Trey, I mentioned him with the Dallas Mavericks, and Keith, the brother with the Atlanta United.
Mhm.
What I do is I have them go into different rooms, have young men come down to a campus, or if we do it with the Pistons, we do it up in the Pistons arena before the game. And what we do is we have each of those young men, in groups of 20 or so, go and talk with the people. So for 20 minutes, I had 20 minutes explaining, this is who I am, this is where I'm from, this is how I got where I'm at now. And 10 minutes Q&A. And so I showed them. Chris Howard to bring his rings in. Chris was the AD at LSU and at KU, Rock Chop, and at KU, you know what I'm saying? And so Chris will bring his rings. And I tell them, you may play for a team that won a league championship. And you may do that for 2 years. But you can be the vice president of that team for about 10, 15 years.
Absolutely.
And
A
you
lot of
can get that money on the long haul, I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we show them that for every business, everything else, for another business, you need for sports. You need an accountant, yeah. You need a lawyer, yeah. You need a marketing guy, yeah. Or just do it with a sports twist to it. So I think it's important to show kids that. Because as you know, we all know those high school lunchtime heroes. They ain't on the basketball team, but at lunchtime they balling, you know what I'm saying? And they think they going to the league, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's one of our duties as men, as a mega man. What I do is to show these young men, all right, check this out. I'm going to show you, I'm going to be that bridge builder. I'm going to show you how I got to where I'm at now and show you their options. And as we know, a lot of times it's about exposure. A lot of the kids today at the graduation today, one of the kids is going to school for sports management now. And so these are jobs we don't think about. We know who Jordan is. We know who Kobe is. We know Cam is. I'm saying we know Kaepernick is. I'm saying, but who's the VP that marketed you?
Absolutely.
Who's the guy that signed you? What did GM do? I'm saying, and until the kids are exposed at these jobs, you don't know what you don't know until you told them about it. Man.
Yeah.
So I think my nonprofit fits a lot in with that. And right now I'm getting a lot of hits up. I mean, I partnered before. I had the Giants and the Yankees involved. I had the Pistons. The Pistons got involved in a big way. Pistons actually gave 75 of the kids in the Detroit area 75 tickets to games, and we used their venue. And we had LeGarrette Blunt came and spoke to him as well as people who were on the teams, but on the business side of the team. Speak with them as well.
I think that's important, man. You know, being in the sports business myself, you really don't realize growing up that this other side is even an option, you know.
Right.
And because we always taught to, oh, you got to be the best on the field of play, whatever it is. But when you really dig down deep into the situation, it's probably so much better to be a GM or AD or something like that, because now you really putting it together. You only doing your part on that field. But when you get behind on the other side of the business, you putting everything together, man, and then you get to see the fruits of your labor when they hit the field. So and I really like that idea of you with your nonprofit, man. I'm gonna have to hit you up and try to get involved with that a little bit.
All right, cool.
Maybe have
That's
it.
it, man. Whole thing, like I said, these kids don't know what they don't know. I know I like basketball. Well, I better be the next. I need to be the best Michael Jordan. They don't know I need to be the next Stephen Douglas, so I need to be the best John Rovac or the best Keith Roberts. Man, they know I want to play ball. That's where I get in. I think, and also think about it. It helps kids focus because they know I know I'm not the tallest kid, I'm not the fastest kid, but I like sports a lot. So if I focus on my accounting work, I focus in class more, and I go to college, I can get a degree in sports management. I can work for a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that with all this we just said, is that part of the reason? And I know there's another big part of the reason why we don't see a lot of people of our color in any type of positions, not even the higher up ones, because a lot of people tell you, oh yeah, you can work your way up from ticket sales. I mean, Eric Spoelstra was a video guy before he was a coach, So do you think that going back, looking at it and sitting where you at as a professor and seeing these kids firsthand, do you think that that's the reason we don't see a lot of minorities as, whatever, assistant general managers, player operations? Because we see a lot of us in the development area because we training and we doing that because we play, but at that executive level, we don't really see a lot of that, and that's across the board in sports. So, do you think this is just like a lot of it is we're not taught that growing up, or you think? I know the other part of it, what the other part of it is, but do you think that has a big impact on that?
Well, I think us not knowing, and good question, because you're the brother. I'll be quite frank here. And I know a lot of people in the industry, and some toes may be stepped on with this answer, but I think a large part of it is just because it's who they want. It's who they groom.
Yeah.
Right.
Like certain purpose, like when Preston James stands up, Umbawa, certain people ain't comfortable with that.
Right. It's bad.
And so therefore, they groom who they like to go to the next level. I'm saying. That's what. And you know what? Like I told a lot of my students, I will never be GM of an NFL team, but one of you guys maybe. And so I'm putting you guys in touch with somebody, and now I mentor them all the way through. Because somebody I know is going to help lead you to the next stop.
Yeah.
And all my guys, we talked to Aaron Johnson, talked to Trey Thompson, Jose Martinez. They all tell you, God put me in a position with somebody who then when he got there, someone else looked up for me there as well too.
Yeah.
All right.
That's bottom line is. And I mean, the networks that we don't have, we got to create, you know what I'm saying? We don't have lineage where Victor's dad was the GM for the Cowboys for so much time, and now so-and-so knows him, and he's like, Uncle Jerry. No, we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So it's what I read in the book about being intentional. I intentionally now create relationships with those now. If you looked at me on LinkedIn, my students say, you know everybody. Everybody knows you, and they know they like me. Because I'm building relationships, not for me necessarily, but for my guys down the line.
Right.
I had somebody from the Yankees hit me up, what's today, on Wednesday or Monday, and told me, hey, man, you got anybody for me, and I trust your judgment. Now, at the time when people are losing jobs, Yankees hit me up and says, you got anybody, let me know. I can't tell you their name, because I want your listeners, your watchers to start bombarding them with the information. But my guys know, you know what I'm saying, I can hook them up, saying, So I think it's a good thing now when I'm trying to create relations like that. I've had a few guys off the record tell me that they like what I'm doing as far as getting kids in jobs, and it's not just black kids. I get all kids jobs. Saying I tell you all the time, I don't have black friends. I have friends. Some are black, some are white. You know how I get down. I'm saying so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a relationship business, and sometimes it ain't what you know, it's who you know in the beginning. Then it comes down to what you know.
Oh yeah, like I said, who you know will get you in the door. What you know will get you further down the line. I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who you know will get your foot in the door. When you got five, the Falcons told my guys, I shouldn't tell you this here, I'll tell you this here. Told my guys, for every job, we got about 400 applicants. But when they see my guys or the school we're from, they go right to the top. Why is that? Because they know them already. They're experienced with them. My guys on Sunday morning, we're up in the stadium at 8 a.m. for a 1 p.m. game. At 8 a.m. on Sunday morning, we're up there, I'm saying. And they're getting their work in now, I'm saying. It's about building relationships. Now, once you build up, because so many people want to be in sports. I mean, I get told all the time, you get the dream job. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. and my students call me halftime doc. But at halftime, I'm out of there. I'm saying by the fourth quarter, I'm in the man cave watching the game, lean back in the best seat in the house. I'm saying. So people think, I mean, I had somebody at my job tell me, well, you get to go to games. It's still work. I'm saying, yeah, I'm not gonna get paid for this. I'm saying,
ain't it funny how like growing up you probably wanted to go to the games and now you got access to it and you out by halftime.
Man, I get hit up by tickets so many times because people know halftime doc is gone. I'm saying,
yeah, I don't necessarily leave at halftime when I go to games because I got to stick around and see the players, but I always come away talking about, man, like I wish I was just at home watching it because it's so much better at home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, if you understand, you got to deal with the parking. Some people say, poor baby. I'm saying, well, yeah, but then like, you got to deal with parking. And if it's a big game, like a bowl game, you're going through security like it's like crazy. Like, it's like Fort Knox. I mean, Super Bowl. I had 3 different credentials. I'm saying on game day, you get a whole brand new credential. So ain't no just taking that credential. Like one of my friends told me, can you get my son in? Yeah, sure. Let the bros and put back door at the party. Open the door. Come on in. It ain't that kind of party. Oh no. I'm saying this is business. I'm saying.
Speaking, so I got to grab my charger real quick. Apparently, my battery's going low. Hold on.
Okay.
Speaking of football, are we gonna have a college? I know you plugged in. Are we gonna have a college season this year?
All right. This is how I opine. I think they're gonna give it a shot. As a matter of fact, I talked with one of the top guys today. And this ain't his. He's saying he'll give it a shot. My opinion, though, I think with COVID going on, we can make a real good effort. But particularly in the fall, if you come back any kind of way, slamming down, I don't think you're going to have a lot of people in colleges on campus.
Yeah.
Be quite frank. Just my opinion. I speak for the NCAA. I'm planning my classes right now to be all online. Just because I don't think we can get that many people together again. Now you think about with college sports and football like that. Yeah. Let's say under 10 guys on the team. They travel with maybe 75, right? Great. So you have 75 guys you got to watch out for playing, let alone support staff. Now what happens when the kids at Georgia go play in Texas? Mm-hmm. Now you have a bunch of kids, 75 individuals, being exposed to a whole other team and their coaches and their fans.
Yeah. And
then that's just for 2 days. Then they go back to their campuses and they zigzag some more. How long do you think that takes to spread, man?
I think it's going to be a lot of.
I think we want to do it to make it so we be normal again. Because you got to admit, it is crazy as heck without having sports. I mean, I would think on Sunday, like 9 different reruns go on. I'm saying, I'm watching esports. I'm not gonna lie. I probably shouldn't tell you on here. I watched about 5 minutes. I was like, I cannot watch someone play video games. I just can't do it. But there's a whole market that does, I'm saying. So that being said, I think we will have pro football, I think. Just because they can control it more as far as the players and no fans and all. I'm saying that stands. They say college football is too big to fail. But what was it? 2 days ago, 23 members of the Clemson team tested positive for COVID-19.
Damn. Because you know
what happens when it's on a college campus during the semester? Those guys just play football? No. They go to class, hopefully. They go to the cafeteria, hopefully. They go to practice, hopefully. They share facility with other people. I mean, some of the weightlifting facilities, they share. I mean, So as they go around campus, their campus community, they're spreading the stuff, I'm saying. Now, how are you going to test that every week?
Yeah, because, I mean, we just had a bunch of guys from UT test positive for COVID-19 on the football team.
So think about that. And they already said it ain't like you can get it in June, you can't get it again. You can get it in June, you can get it in September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flu coming up.
Yeah. Now what happens when it happens and in October, November area when the flu's kicking in? I'm saying, and it happens on a college campus.
You know, today I got an email from Pop Warner, and so what they doing is they making everybody sign waivers.
Of course they are.
Please
Sign
come.
away your rights. You can't sue us, buddy. You're playing on your own will. That's all it's about. I'm saying.
That's what
All I
everybody
know
is.
is now all folks realize you can't sign away all your rights. I hate to tell you that. And some people think though it helps them out a little better. But if they find out something that you don't know about and they know about, you can still sue them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's a sign for you. If they sign a waivers, why is that?
Because they know.
It must be a risk.
Yeah.
It must be a risk.
Yeah.
So,
Aha. Aha.
so when we talking about the NFL playing without fans, it just don't sound logistically profitable for the NFL, but for the owners, because, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. So you got the TV deals, right? You get paid so much off the TV deals. Then you got ticket sales. You got the other sponsorships, whatever you got inside your stadium, you know,
sponsorship, signage, right?
Yeah, the signage. And then you got all the other stuff, the concession, the parking, you know, all that stuff. I feel like that if there's not anybody in the stands, you take a major hit with all the other stuff. And then on top of that too, why am I gonna pay you to put my signage in your facility during the game if you don't have people in there? Unless I guess you could run the cameras by it or whatever the case may be, or you could just flash an ad during the game, I guess. But I just don't see how financially they can even stand to do it.
Well, you think about it, dog. With football, with basketball. You know how much the Knicks make every home game of the gate revenue?
No.
$3.2 million.
Damn.
That makes sense though.
Off the gate. Ain't all concessions. Ain't all sponsorships. The gate. I'm saying tickets sold for that game. I'm saying. And so, but how much do they make without them playing?
Zero.
So getting something is better than nothing. I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so you got to think they're being pretty creative with sources. I mean, now you got digital now, whole digital thing. NASCAR has a whole digital department. I'm saying. But my girl's the director. I'm saying. So they do things digitally. I mean, you can do all kind of ads on TV. You can do digital virtual ads. I told that before. I'm saying, put them on the field. I'm saying, so it'd be Lysol or Pepto-Bismol. Put a big old can of Pepto-Bismol on the field for 10 seconds. It's just signage there. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so it won't be as much money. Definitely not as much money. But it's some money there. I'm saying, and definitely beats not playing at all. If they don't play, they don't get no $2 million at all.
Yeah.
Sam. Now what I'm hearing is that they're gonna try to play with limited fans in the NFL. Maybe like every fifth, sixth seat, something like that. So if it's seat 75, they're gonna try to put like 25 in there.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good until you get the first cases again.
Yeah.
Right.
But if they make them sign, you know, liability waivers as they come in, then it's on you.
Again, as I aforementioned, a waiver don't waive everything.
Yeah.
So let's say you turn around, you find out the Falcons had knowledge, NFL had knowledge that it affected more people than they thought it would affect, right?
Mm-hmm.
I, as a lawyer, I'm going to sue you. I'm not you. I'm going to sue the Falcons on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
I then find out the Falcons know more information than I thought they knew. Now they're liable because my waiver, I only waive what I know.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't waive what I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm saying if under the conditions I know of, I'm signing a waiver saying you can only get it under these conditions. If I found out you know more than that, then guess what now? That's like,
Yeah.
So, but here's the other part of that too. You missing that all that revenue, right?
right?
This is using Knicks $3 point something million, right? Still got to pay the players. You know, you got to pay all your upper staff, all your staff, your scout, all your departments, right? That you still have work that you need, right?
Well, a lot of them getting cut. I'm saying a lot of those.
You gonna cut that?
Yeah, you're gonna cut that, but are you gonna cut your front office though?
A lot of folks, I'm telling you, from manager and under, they're at risk.
I don't know, man.
I can tell you, in the past 2 weeks, I know at least 10 people who got fired.
No, I believe it.
They hit me up. Hey Doc, you know any jobs?
And so the other part of this equation is too. Are the players' salaries going to go down?
Good question. I think, to be a realist, I think at some point you have to look at renegotiating the salary to fit the situation.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys are like, forget that. This is my salary now. But if you have no fans in the stands, you get no salary, Chief. You're playing, you get no salary. You ain't making $500,000, but you can't take them skills. That 4-3 skill set does not compute with at McDonald's. I'm saying, I'm asking you into no fries. I don't know what I'm saying.
So yeah, I mean, I brought that up because I know on the NBA side of things that's one reason they pushing to get everybody playing in Orlando is to save some of that TV money because they can create a lot of different things because all the money they've lost up until this point, if they don't save any of it, they're going to have to go in and redo the collective bargaining agreement, and which means that your top player like Steph Curry is making $40 million a year, right? He's making 40. He's the highest paid player there, making 41 million a year, and I think James Harden is a little shade on it. And you got Bron, you got 38. So that $100 million, $150 million man is going to turn back into the $80 million man, or even less for the max deal. So and then you got the trickle down effect too, going in the overseas market when it comes to basketball. A lot of teams are cutting their budget by 50% this year. And I've been trying to explain to some of my guys, hey man, you don't have to take it, but the chances are, if you don't take it, you're gonna be at home because some people don't even know if they're playing. Some people budgets are cut drastically. Some leagues ain't even going on.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be the same case with the NFL or any other the Canadian Football League, anything like that. But that's kind of what I'm looking at as far as the NBA and overseas basketball. Everything is about to be renegotiated depending on how much money they can salvage from this season.
That's a key point, bro, called salvage. Right now, we haven't done this before. We haven't done with this.
Yeah.
I said that pandemic was 1919. Well, what TV deal did they have going on then? I'm saying nothing. I'm saying, but it's funny if you don't hear about it though. The NHL cut short their Stanley Cup, and then because of COVID back then.
Wow.
Yeah, every student of the game, baby.
Yeah.
4. No, I'm saying, but we're doing that for the first time, I'm saying.
Yeah.
So players have to be realistic. I'm saying, though. A lot of times they ain't. A lot of times as agents, we have to speak with them on that level and explain to them on that level. I'm saying, but the whole game has changed, and so for you to think you're making $40 million still, and the owners took a cut, took a loss of $100 million,
They gonna
it
have
ain't happening. This is
and another thing too, they're not getting that revenue for having those concerts in those stadiums either. The stadiums, the basketball arenas, any of that. They're not getting none of that.
Exactly. I said so. There's no big events going on at all. Look at what they doing in my man Clemens doing down in Miami, Hard Rock. They turned into a movie theater.
Yeah, I seen even like Young Dro, he was in Atlanta. They did a parking lot concert.
Yeah.
Pull your car up and they got a stage and they doing concerts because the landscape was changed. So, I mean, as far as you guys are seeing things, have we witnessed an epic change like forever in the sports industry?
I don't think forever. I don't think just forever. I think it's just we have to get used to where we're at now until we can get back to where we're at. It's like anything else. If you're playing football on defense, you got on offense 3 guys that's just running a 4-4 or lower. You know, you guys ain't built for speed. You know, you better time it out, change it up, change that defense up, I'm saying, and find something that fits. Well, now we're doing that. Adam Silver, actually, Adam will probably get my school. We're giving him the Sportsman of the Year award. I think had Adam had not canceled the NBA games, I think the Final Four would have still happened. Not Final Four would still happen. It'd have been madness.
Oh, that was huge. That was huge for him to step up and do that.
I think
imagine what would have happened. What would have happened had we had March Madness?
I would have been terrible.
Been Corona back.
Have COVID-19.
I mean, and I have my Atlanta Final Four gear now. Courtesy of my people, good looking out. I'm saying now I'm gonna put it in my man cave and put it on the glass somewhere probably. But no, I mean that was big. I'm saying, but Adam deciding to step up and go against what a lot of people would have said. But they stopped. I think the Mavs was playing. They were warming up.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, we done. I'm saying.
I think honestly,
same thing in OKC.
I think that Adam Silver played a key role as far as America, period.
So do I.
Team, because there was not a significant amount of people truly paying attention to it until he canceled the basketball season.
Oh yeah, exactly.
All season, then the world I would say United States. Then we focused and was like, oh shit, like this is serious.
It must be serious. It must be serious. If I can't watch about basketball, it must be serious. Ain't it funny how people are made to be people who are comfortable and maybe uncomfortable, and then they take it serious? I do all the time. Protests ain't supposed to make you feel comfortable, but you feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. That sounds crazy. I'm protesting. Well, I don't like that. Well, really, let me stop. What do you like? No. It ain't that kind of party. I'm supposed to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So you move where I want you to move to. And I think by Adam doing that, it showed the world, hey, this is serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you look at it, I mean, I'm not sure about y'all. In Texas, you're being hit with it a little hard now, but not like New York, bro. In a 2-week time period, I know 12 people that died, including my wife's mother.
Damn.
How many people?
12 people out of 14 days.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
New York bad.
3 of them being bros. One of them being a close bro of mine.
Yeah.
But he was in Oklahoma. But and within a 2-week time period, 12 people I knew died. Got to the point when I got up one night, I got up one morning, and my first thought was, who do I know today that is going to die?
Damn.
I like, dang, man.
Yeah.
But it's our reality, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and like I said, man, Adam he changed everything because I really do believe had he not stopped it, overseas basketball would have continued. The other leagues that were supposed to start after basketball would have came and started. Like he really did that, man. He stood up for what he thought was right, and he just did it. And a lot of these other, league personnel, they just see the dollar signs. They want them dollars to keep coming in, no matter how it looks. Just like our president, obviously, but they want to see them dollars keep coming in.
Do y'all feel like the NBA coming back? Do y'all feel like that is going to be the catalyst for sports? So like if they fail, you know, with people getting COVID-19 while they in that bubble, do y'all think that's like this is the catalyst? This is what the world, the eyes of sports is on this playoff to see how it works?
It could be, and I say it could be for this reason. I'm not at the pulse for the people, but what I think is just and people being people. They see the NBA shut down first, so when they say it's safe, then it's safe. I'm saying could be that. But look at it though. You know, I'm involved with NASCAR. I'm saying. Matter of fact, the race. I was working the race with 25 students. Atlanta Motor Speedway. And the race the race was Atlanta Motor Speedway coming up. And that Thursday, I talked to my wife's doctor, you know, she has stage 4 lung cancer. My wife's doctor was like, you don't need to be out there. So I thought about it, and I called him up, and I asked what kind of duties were my students doing. I couldn't do it to them. Like, nah, it's too unsafe. So I canceled at 11:30 a.m. And at 3:30, NASCAR canceled. I'm saying, so now NASCAR's back at it again now. I've been talking with the with Bubba Wallace's Vice President Richard Petty. Him and I spoke. You know, I'm a little bit involved with NASCAR people now, I'm saying, and my guys at Hendrick Motorsports. I know more people on the business side than the drivers. I can't tell you any driver other than Bubba Wallace probably. But I can tell you people in the front office who they are, I'm saying. So NASCAR has been doing a lot now. I think any sports is outside, you have a better shot at it because you can some kind of distance, you're still there, I'm saying. And you're supposed to wear masks still. But again, I think our way of life is gonna be changed at least for a year.
For a year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the NBA they're taking a lot of precaution, and they're I got an email. They've been keeping us updated on everything, and we got these like the protocol, all the protocol for the players. Okay, they're gonna come in this time. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do this. If you have a positive test, this is what's gonna happen. You know, this is who's allowed in the bubble. This is who's not. And then I think they also took a major step in allowing players to opt out of it. You know, because that shows that, okay, we know this is a risk. Like, not even just the COVID part of it. Bringing in being in the bubble, bringing in another court, and then they trying to – I don't know if they figured it out or not, what kind of advantage they're going to give them. You might better bring your court from L.A. if you're the Lakers. You know, I don't even know how that's going to work once you get your court in there. You know, I mean, here in Vegas, they do the summer league, the NBA, not the summer league, the G League showcase.
Yeah.
They do it inside the hotel, so they bring that floor in. So I can understand why the players wanted to have that extra insurance. They approved that. So they're taking all the precautions to make this as safe as possible for them to get out there and not worry about that and to play the sport that we all love watching and they love playing, right? The other part is somebody's going to catch COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you.
Somebody's going to get it because here's the deal. You're going to be confined to this area, to this bubble, quote unquote, right? And we know how it works when you tell guys that make millions and millions of dollars, this is what you got. This is it. It's all you can't go nowhere outside of this.
These are the rules. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. They're going to figure out how to bend them rules. Hell, we figure out how to bend the rules sometimes. So I know they're going to do it.
Question for you, Q-Dog.
Huh?
How many of them guys are single?
Shit, probably a lot of them.
Probably a lot, yeah.
So, just being men.
No, absolutely.
For 3 months, huh?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
We're going to bust some females in there.
I'm telling you.
And that was the other part, too.
Trust me. She's quarantined. Trust me.
I
got a thermometer right here.
They're gonna be saying, "Oh, she got to be here," or she, you know.
She's my trainer. She's my trainer
quote
assistant.
unquote. Yeah.
She's a videographer, trainer, assistant intern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my manager. She handled all my day to day.
Handle my Zen.
Anything. And that's the part of it. That's the part of it that's gonna be a little different. But how many people do I think gonna catch it? I don't know. Somebody's gonna get it though.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's gonna get it. You know, and that doesn't mean they failed though.
Right. No.
That just means that's gonna happen. That was gonna happen regardless, because first of all, we don't have a cure. If we had a cure, it wouldn't be such a huge deal, right? But somebody is going to get it because they're out, and if they have been in the house and they haven't been out for X amount of time, then that's going to be a different situation for them too. Yeah. And it being completely away from your family for 3 months, that's a whole different ball game too. There's a lot of things that go into this, and that's kind of why I look at it and I applaud, the players for even taking the risk of going back out there to do it. And I understand why they're doing it. And I also understand the business side of it, because it's important for them, just as important for them to go out there and play for the business side of it as it is for the owners to have them play. Because the last thing they want is to have to renegotiate their collective bargaining agreement so low that the max player is $70 million now, or $80 million. You know what I mean? Like it used to be years ago. And that's the last thing they want to do. Now, I want to ask you what you think about the thing that Kyrie said, where he said, he think it's going to take away focus on from the social justice movement, and also the whole part about the players need to start their own league.
Okay. Wow. Well, I kind of feel Kyrie what he's saying. I'm saying, because he's saying that he don't want a distraction from what we're going through in this movement. Problem is, y'all, do you really think we haven't a movement yet? Is this a full movement, or is this still like people trying to? Well, Nike say, rather than give y'all $1 billion, I'm gonna give you $100 million. Are you happy now? And if I fully commit to my $500 million, will the $100 make you happy? And so I really see it like that now. I really don't think people are fully committed to this. I'm saying, I'm watching the public. I mean, we know DWB's happening. We know this. I'm saying. A lot of the world is just finally finding out, and somebody else upset about it. You know what I'm saying, their first thought is, well, what do they do to deserve that? And until they can personalize it, when someone knows Preston James and I'm pulled over, then they personalize it. Playing on Victor Jackson and he gets pulled over by the cops and beat up by the cops, they can personalize it. Oh, that's Coach Vic. Coach Jackson, I'm saying, I know him personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't think we're fully in a full movement yet. I don't. I don't be the naysayer. I'm just watching now, observing. I think a few people are stepping back saying, wow, let me identify. Well, I don't think it's a full movement yet. So what Kyrie was saying about it taken away, I don't think it's taken away until we get a full movement, I'm saying.
Right.
Do you think we can have a full movement if we don't have a leader or a head? I think that's one of the issues, is that we don't have a head, and you have people saying, and I think this is one of the issues, and I don't know if this is going to sound crazy or not, but everybody's screaming out Black Lives Matter. But the issue is, if you look at what the actual group of Black Lives Matters, the corporation, what they're shooting for is not the same thing that everybody else is shooting at.
That's very key, brother. That's very key.
Very key. People in academia screaming, Black Lives Matter, we want these things to change. And then you have people in the LGBTQ community saying Black Lives Matter, we want these things to change. When a lot of people that's really out on the street that's protesting and marching, they're talking about injustice. They're not talking about those other two things. And so without a key leader, they're just labeling the whole movement as Black Lives Matter.
Right. And I think that's a good start for us. But I think, as you said, I think we need to have certain leaders or organizations only appoint people, I'm saying.
Yeah. I
ain't saying the Qs only, but I just say as an organization, I'm saying. Leadership from there, I'm saying. Leadership from the AKs. Leadership from all different organizations. Let's come together with these points. We need to look at this point here. We'll look at corporate structure, corporate board of directors. Who's your board of directors? I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you have a guy at GM, he can affect a lot more what happens with coach than the guy who's selling popcorn. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that's crazy you say that because we remember my fiance was talking. She's a learning strategist at her school, and it's kind of like the step between admin and teacher, right? And I told her, I just asked her randomly, like, what you want to do? You know, you here now, what you want to do? And she said, I'm in between because I want to make an impact, and being in a learning strategy position, I was able to impact more students, right? Rather than being in the classroom, because I only got my 15 to 20 students or whatever the case may be. And I said, you do realize, because I always try to get her to go ahead and make that leap on into full administration, whether it be principal, assistant principal, or whether it be someone with the school district, because that's where the change has got to come from. The change ain't gonna come in the classroom. You can impact a couple of students in there, but the overall change, like you said, is gonna come from the top of the leadership, and that's where it has to start, and then it has to trickle down and end with everybody below them.
Yeah, it's you know, in case your fiance, as a teacher, she affects 25 kids.
Yeah.
As an admin, she teaches the 20 teachers, teaches 25 kids. I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you teach them all to be as good as she is, then theoretically, it should all trickle down to the students. I'm saying.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's basically what I said, without the detail.
Right.
It's kind of like how Chris Broussard was saying. He was saying like how Kyrie Nim was giving out, a list of demands. Like something they should ask is like all these owners, like they have their own corporations. Like you're gonna allow for minorities or black, people to be a certain percentage in these training programs. So when they do get out of these training programs, and now they can hold a position in some of these companies. And I think that that's kind of what you're saying as far as like, you got to figure out how we're going to push the movement and where we're going to push it in these different directions. And so that we can, because really what it comes down to is income. If we can get our income and our social economic status to a certain point, like then we're in a great position, way better position than we are right now.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that trickles down with a lot of different factors, bro. I mean, I think HBCUs have a lot to play with that possibly, I'm saying. So I think a lot of it is focused on education and how do we get the equity there. I'm saying.
Yeah.
And sports is just a platform to get there. I'm saying. It happens to be we have a lot of area where we may dominate. I'm saying in numbers. I'm saying. But I think a lot of it is education and real leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preston, let's talk about HBCUs real quick. Dick Gregory has said one upon a time, if y'all don't know, Dick Gregory is one of my favorite people in the world. He said if you took 100 names and you put them on a sheet of paper, the 100 brilliant minds that come in the black community, he said at least 98 of them going to come from HBCUs. Can you talk about HBCUs? Like why what's the financial issues with HBCUs and us players going to HBCUs?
All right, bro. I got some stats written down for you. 2% of colleges in the U.S. are HBCUs. That's it. 2%. But 80%, not 80% of the black judges came from HBCUs. 50% of the black lawyers, HBCUs. 50% of black doctors, HBCUs. 40% of black members of Congress, HBCUs. So it shows. And a lot of times they say this is because people feel more at home. I started a group at my school I'm at now for the Black Male Initiative because the lowest amount of retention rate is of black males freshman year across the board. I'm saying, Why is that? They don't feel comfortable. We've all been with the PWIs. We know always to be stand out. You're a standout or you're outstanding. One or the other, I'm saying. And so I think before the 70s, people that went to the HBCU. And you think of those numbers now. If in the 70s people went to HBCUs and 80% of our judges came from there, they formed our middle class, correct? Well, what changed? In 1970, take exact game, I had it written down. On September 12th, 1970, what happened? Can you tell me? Sports fans. I wish I could call them right now. Tell me this.
September 12th. Nah, I don't.
Alabama played Southern Cal,
Mm.
and they played against a black quarterback, an all-white Alabama team. Played against Southern Cal with a black quarterback and a black running back, two black running backs, one by the name of Sam Bam Cunningham. And they got mopped up. At that point, they realized we better get some black players. Saying, and now 80% of Alabama is what? Black.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah. And so they started grabbing these guys from the HBCUs. Now I talked with a close friend of mine today, and he's high up in the NCAA. We talked about this. He says his daughter right now is being recruited, and he's saying the reason why they're not going to HBCUs a lot of time is they're not being recruited. But there's a kid, I think named Thibodeau. You may know who he is. Played at Oregon recently. He was in Florida. He was a candidate. Well, he was a recruiting class for Florida A&M. And he entertained them. He entertained them by going for a visit. Made big news. I'm saying his guy, the four-star recruit, he's coming to go to Florida A&M. He ended up going to Oregon because why he said his words was this: why have McDonald's when you can have filet mignon? Now that's a young man thinking.
Yeah.
As an older man, as his brother or uncle or somebody in his life, you may say, check it out, young man. But if you go to an HBCU, you won't play in front of 100,000 fans every day. But when you graduate, you get a degree, and you'll be able to get a job. Not many young men have that foresight. I'm saying.
Yeah. Right. So everybody think they're going to the league.
Yeah. And so, but the problem now is this, though. Real talk. Look at the Fab Five. Remember the Fab Five back in the day, y'all?
Yeah.
They went to Michigan as freshmen, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why is that? Because they knew each other. Mm-hmm. From AAU camps, all-star games, they knew each other. Yeah. Let's all play together. Mm-hmm. What did they offer them different at Michigan that they couldn't offer them at Howard? Basketball court, same facility. I'm saying, no. Yeah. They're gonna have the fly lockers. Mm-hmm. But as far as putting a basketball in their hands and playing five other guys, yeah, what did Michigan offer them?
They offered the gear, the stand, the people in the stands, and just the notoriety, the fame.
Yeah.
The fame, basically.
Now, what if them young men went to Howard or Morehouse?
I think people would have still came and watched them play. I think
exactly.
I think the gym would have been busting at the seams. They couldn't. Exactly. They probably wouldn't have been able to do a game in their own gym, wherever the largest arena was. They was gonna have to do it there, and that's what we don't understand, man. Like I talk to kids all the time, and I ask them the fame versus the financial wealth. Everybody takes the fame.
Man, but they're young though. That's why.
Everybody wants the fame.
At the age you're at now, would you take the fine woman, or the woman is attractive but she's some substance?
Substance.
At 18, 17 years old, what was you going for?
Yeah, you're right. Back
at the table to dance. That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Exactly. So we can't expect them to have more maturity. I'm saying at that level. I'm saying. Yeah. That's all the problem is. Yeah. I'm saying they don't have maturity, but they're making mature decisions. I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like that whole like thing. I think people have to realize if we're gonna put the power back in there, if you build it, they're gonna come. If you good in this day and age, there ain't nowhere on earth you can be in the NBA, NBA, MLB, MLS, NASCAR, horseshoes, horse racing, whatever, polo, they gonna find you.
Oh yeah, that's something you explain to kids now. Is back before the excuses, well, I don't want to go to a Tuskegee because I won't be seen. Anything like in the 70s, that was legit. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying. But and hey, look what we're doing right now. We're on the computer right now.
Yeah.
It ain't nobody's not being seen no more. I'm saying. You're not seeing as much, but it ain't like you're not being seen. I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so therefore that excuse goes out the window. What's your other excuse besides the fame? I'm saying. Funny is, a friend of mine suggested I apply for a job at. There were 2 HBCUs that had AD job offers this year. And a friend of mine said, "Preston, perfect for this. Perfect for it." I said, "Well, I don't have any AD experience." He said, "But your skill set, Preston, what you bring to the table, your skill set, is what our young men and women need." And so I thought about it. I'm saying, and so I'm really looking at down the line, possibly doing that. I'm saying,
Yeah.
but I would do it.
What was the position?
I would have kids that take pride in that school. And when I was at Kansas, you didn't see them wearing all the jerseys or the sweats. I'm saying, if I'm at Norfolk State, everybody and they are sponsor, you get seen wearing something else. You get fined or taxed in some capacity. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
you better
what was the
quiet and
position?
everything.
Person? What was the position he wants you to apply
AD.
for?
AD.
Yeah.
So now I know I've seen there was some kids that was some top prospects that was looking at some HBCUs. Have you caught wind of that? Or are we finna see a little trickle effect?
I see a few parents, and it's funny is those who I see it are those who have parents who, and from what I've seen so far, and again, it's not scientific, it's what I observed, seeing parents who are somewhat educated already, are well off, and they can see the big picture. So it appears to be some of them who are talking about doing it. But with this new movement going on, you never know. I'm saying no.
Do you think I'm kind of backtracking a little bit. Do you think though another thing that's a big issue too is because these big colleges pay some of these players. They pay some parents, they pay some players, whatever the case may be. Do you think it's an issue that some of the parents are so involved and they're getting these job guarantees from these Division I schools? They're getting this stipend or these supplemental paychecks from these Division I schools to kind of push their son that way. Maybe not even the parents, the AAU coach, the high school coach, whoever the case may be, because we know it's happening.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of probably why they started to start paying players, allowing players to use a likeness in college, because we know it's happening. It's been a big deal for years now, for as far back as I can remember, and everybody just turned a blind eye to it because it wasn't affecting them. But now it's starting to affect them because these kids are going overseas playing. They're going to the G League playing, and I'm just speaking basketball right now. They going to the G League playing. They're taking these other opportunities and signing those shoe deals and taking that money and going over water or going wherever and taking care of their family. Like right now, the G League got this whole thing where they're gonna have all these top prospects on the same team. Some of the kids are getting from $500,000 to $1 million just to stay here and play in the G League if you a top prospect coming out of high school. Right. And that right there is the issue. So do you think that the HBCs cannot pay those parents for that, and that's why they're forwarding their kids over to these bigger Division I schools and everything? Or that is something to do with that involved in the decision making?
I can't say it fully because how many guys on a football team? Like Alabama probably got 120, maybe.
Yeah.
They can't give other parents money.
No.
No, they can't.
They can give the top guys some money. They can't give everybody some money. I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you got a whole lot of guys. You got a whole lot of guys. Let's be real. A lot of guys will not see the field out of Alabama. That could probably start at other places. I think it's just a prestige. You got to get it in their head. But again, how many guys go to Alabama and think they're going pro? Probably the majority of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they think it's basically NFLU. I'm saying.
Yeah.
But for those, I think once it start happening with a few, they see it as that could be a movement. Where certain athletes say, you know what? I think we have with basketball before we have with football. But basketball, we know. Look at the Fab Five. Literally, 5 guys can come in and change the program.
Yeah.
Same thing in UTEP. Remember UTEP?
Yeah.
Same thing in UTEP. Same thing happened in UTEP. They came in, they changed the whole program.
Yep. So if you got 5 guys, 5 young men decide to go to Morehouse or NCA&T or Howard and ball out, that changes the power structure. Someone said this to me once. Why is we as black folks, we always give our products away? And they were saying that these schools, the NCAA, they $1.1 billion. I believe that, as I would say that, well over 50% of athletes are black. I'm saying. Yeah. 1.1 billion, bro. Billion, not million, billion. I have a number here. I got a number right now here on this too. Yeah. You know what the TV deal was they had that runs into 2032? You know what that TV deal was for?
How much?
8.8 billion.
No, exactly.
To watch young black men play sports.
Yeah. That's enough money for everybody to get some money.
Now, think about this. Do you know what was the top revenue HBCU 2 years ago?
The top revenue HBCU?
Yep.
Would it be Howard?
Nope. Supposed to be Al, man.
Houston Tillotson?
No, Roll Theta Bros. PB.
Ah, PB.
PB, 18 million. What did Alabama make that year?
Don't know.
Probably
179 million.
How much?
179 million.
It's a big gap.
So then you have endowments.
Mm-hmm.
All these schools are endowments, right? Do you know all the HBCUs combined together is at 1/10 of the endowment at Harvard? All of them together ain't 10% of Harvard's endowment. That's how you run a school. I'm saying? So,
now, Preston, real quick, for people that don't know, explain endowment.
Endowment allows money, resources that the schools have to do things they need to do with them, saying. Mm-hmm. And so they get endowments from other individuals. One school endowment, Harvard may have 100 different endowments going to them, saying, but it's money they have to run their school. And
is this the issue with a few years ago we had some HBCUs that were going broke, didn't have money?
That's right. And so you think about it, was it, I think, North Carolina? I was gonna apply for a job at, I think, NCA&T. You know where I had to apply at for the job?
Where?
Not the school.
The state?
North Carolina Secretary of State.
The state.
Wow.
And so, yes, so a lot of times our money isn't going back to these schools. I'm gonna take this, in my opinion. I don't want to share too much information because I'm working on a few things right now. But it would take some major stars to say, check it out. We know what went down at our schools. We're gonna put money toward these 4 or 5 HBCUs. And we're gonna recruit for them. Get young men and women to go to schools here, I'm saying, and get some of that money transferred over some of that TV revenue now goes to Howard, now goes to Spelman, now goes to Livingston. I'm saying they go to these schools now. I'm saying, and then once that money gets built up, I'm going there. You change the power structure now. I'm saying now something other people you want to watch us. Well, the same way you paid them to watch them, you have to pay to watch us as well. Now I'm saying,
Yeah.
now the power structure. Basically, yeah, all these kids giving away their talent to schools for free. They're making $1 billion off them. What are they going to college education? How many of them kids actually get an education?
Not
How
many.
many actually utilize that degree?
Especially in basketball.
Things like that.
One and done.
So things like that. So that being said, they're basically utilizing our resources.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, we talking about these athletes and these you know, all that. But what about, and I know athletes probably make way more money than, you know, the doctors and the lawyers and all that. But we got a lot, you know, Big mentioned the list, if it was, you know, 80% of, you know, lawyers, doctors come from the historically black colleges. Are we not listening as we climb? Or are we just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like how is that? Are they giving back to that? You know what I mean? Because, you know, once you get to a certain level as a doctor or lawyer, depending on what you specialize in and what your field is, you come in encounter with these stars that we're talking about. So are we not trying to put that in play? You know what I mean? Like what's your thoughts on that?
I think again, we aren't living intentionally.
Yeah.
For 400 years, we've been intentionally oppressed. It wasn't by accident. It was a game plan. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to now intentionally live with a purpose.
Yeah.
You just can't let it happen. You gotta say, okay, I give back to my grade school in Harlem. I'm saying, I intentionally, I don't let it, oh, by the way, I may give back. We have to intentionally, we need a game plan and intentionally do stuff. I think it ain't good enough to say, oh, I made it now. I'm comfortable. I'm saying, I'm that judge now. I'm comfortable. No, we have to intentionally give back, saying, okay, whether it be through our organizations or on our own. I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
as a keyword is, we need to intentionally. Probably we didn't realize that.
Yeah.
It ain't by accident where we at now as a race. It was intentionally.
Right.
And the lost cause. I always show videos in classes, and people say, well, it's not sports management, so I'm talking about life. I'm saying, but the lost cause discusses how when the South fell, there's a group, the Daughters of the Confederate, and they had intentionally was going to try to dispel the rumor, the real life of slavery, and they say, oh, the slaves were happy. Oh no, the war. They intentionally was saying, I got books I can show you. It says, oh no, they did like a picnic. Was like, oh, and the slaves came by, we had a good time eating. I'm saying, it was in their books. I'm saying,
right.
I'm saying they intentionally said, we are not going to say the war was about slavery. We'll say, no, no, about state rights. Yeah, right to have slaves.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that was intentionally.
Yeah.
And then we say now stuff that's done intentionally. And it got a result. Well, we want results. We have to be intentionally. We can't just hope things happen. We can't say we're doing this, something may or may not happen. We have to say, okay, we live, and I want this to happen. For this to happen, I must do A, B, and C.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of goes back to the whole thing what we talked about earlier, where, you know, Kyrie saying that we should start our own league. Okay, before you make that statement, man, you need to have a meeting with some people and be on the same and have the same like attainment with that, so y'all can push that movement forward. Because just blurting it out to the media makes you sound a little, you know, a little crazy.
I think that's it. I mean, I understand he has an opinion. See, problem is we make leaders out of people who don't want to be leaders.
Yeah.
No, that's a huge problem.
And now we have over 1 million broadcast channels. It's called your phone. I'm saying every time they can have an opinion, will tell you this is it. This is it. I'm saying that could be a problem. But let's talk about this, y'all. Own league. Feasible? Not basketball, NFL? Easily. There's a league up for sale called the XFL.
Yeah.
Up for sale, right or wrong?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, J-Lo and A-Rod, they were trying to buy the Pets, right? Messed up for $3 billion. J-Lo and A-Rod wanted to give them $50 million, which is about 2%. But A-Rod wanted to run the team. Ooh, and they're right behind. It's going to allow you to give 2% and you run the team. Okay?
Nobody.
Ain't gonna happen. But did I say $50 million?
Mhm.
Put it into the XFL. How many teams are there? Like eight teams, I think? Eight
Yeah,
teams?
8.
8 teams. Either have it as one league with all the teams own the leagues, or sell the teams off. Jay-Z and Puffy own the New York rappers, and Ice Cube and so owns the LA Hills, you know.
Mhm.
So now you have your own league,
Yeah.
and you have a whole pool of athletes now. I'm saying the
Mhm.
only thing your problem with now really is with stadiums. But the XFL was averaging 20,000 people in the stands a game.
No, it was a good product this time.
I'm saying so. COVID hit. I'm saying so. That's very realistic. Is you get the ISQs, all the people got their money in entertainment like that. Get the people who got the long money we don't know about. I'm saying the CEO of American Express, like that. I'm saying go to the Oprahs of the world. I'm saying like that. They can take that now. You own a league now. I'm saying now what product can you put out? I'm saying
Yeah. I mean, it's not far fetched. I mean, Ice Cube showed it with the big three.
That's what I
Exactly.
was just about to say. That's a great example.
yeah,
It's-
it's out there, and you can control the product. You
Yeah.
can control the product. There's no more. The NFL has come out and said the reason why Kaepernick is not playing is because they're afraid of Donald Trump's tweets, and they're losing up to 20%. One team said they would lose up to 20% of their season ticket holders.
Mhm.
I'm saying they have a problem with protesting. I don't lose money. My fans got a problem with that. I'm saying
Yeah.
he was blackballed out of the league. I'm saying.
Mhm.
For that purpose, I'm saying now, you turn around, you have an alternate league here. 80% of the product on the field in basketball, football is black. 80% of the product of basketball is black. I'm saying,
Mhm.
Yeah, it all comes down to dollars and cents. If you're affecting that bottom line, then you bad for business. No matter if it's how you look, what you say, or whatever the case may be, or how you conduct yourself when you're around these people, you mess up their bottom line, you're gonna get blackballed.
I was talking with Kim Davis. You know who Kim Davis is? Kim is the executive vice president of the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
The only black woman, and no, only woman, executive level. Then go black. I'm saying she's out in the room, 130 people. I'm the only female and only black.
Wow.
Man,
That's dope, though. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
that's special. That's special.
if we don't
Her-
talk about, though.
yeah, I had Kim talk to my female students a couple weeks ago, saying, and so we discussed these things. I'm saying though, but we need representation there. I'm saying,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know I want to go back. I just got one question left that I truly want your answer on.
hey, bro, you know we've been on the phone for we've been here for an hour 40 minutes.
Have we?
Yes,
All right, we finna wrap up.
I'm like y'all got me on a long version. I'm saying I'm on a remix.
I just got one last question. Do you believe that they're gonna offer, if they do have to say the NCAA say we coming out and we playing? Do
They're
you,
gonna what now? Say that again.
if the NCAA say we coming out and we playing football, we having football this season,
Right.
then you had an NFL. Do you think they're gonna offer those kids in the NCAA and the guys in the NFL to opt out because of like they're letting the guys opt out in the NBA?
They got to. They said the NBA said
So it is. Good point, bro. Good point. Legally, they're going to. You know why?
Why?
Because it's like this. If you have a kid that drowned at a pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can show that all other pools in the area got 10 lifeguards for every 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
And your pool only got 2. You're not living up to industry standards.
Yeah.
The NBA has already done that already.
Yeah.
And it works for them. And NFL don't do it. And it backfires on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hurt the Shield, man.
That money is too long. And too many athletes got too much money to pay a lot of lawyers. And they got money too, but they ain't got more than 1,000 guys out there.
Gotcha.
Hey, I got one more question, and this is for real. Like, so.
All right, I'm gonna tell y'all my lawyer fees next.
So I work in professional basketball, and you do most of yours in professional football, right?
Basketball.
Is there like I feel like the athletes in basketball are closer, and they push the narrative a little more than the football guys, right?
Right.
You think that's just because there's more football guys, or you think there's a bigger discrepancy between the top football pay and the bottom football pay or the mid-level pay, which, because I can never see the NFL entirely going on strike, but I could see NBA players doing it. No, we're not playing. Just like when they had the one owner for the Clippers. Okay, we're not playing. We all not playing until this dude is out.
Right.
And that was it. It was spoken in existence.
Right.
And they got rid of his ass quick.
Well,
I'm sure he's still a shareholder, but he ain't the face no more. Yeah.
I'll tell you this, bro. I think this is again, this is not scientific. I did no studies on this. No, you know what I'm saying? Just me, how I think. I think with basketball, guys play more games together, closer unit together.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
So think about this: we all accused. We on the yard. Y'all know me. I was an old bro. Only all y'all saying though. We develop a relationship. I'm saying when it's that mature like that. Too many people, you can't develop that many relationships.
Yeah.
You don't have the time put forth to spend that time together. I'm saying to build up a relationship. I'm saying.
Yeah.
10 guys on the team. You go and talk to each other. I mean, even though Dennis Rodman said he never talked to Jordan or Pippen, but for the most part, you've been in a relationship. Saying, you in the locker room. Hey, all right. I mean, everybody throwing. 75 guys can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But 10 guys, you become more of a crew. I'm saying. So those 10 guys on the crew. Then on the flip side of that is how many black guys are there compared to how less anyone else is there. You got a team, you got nine guys on the team that's black and 3 that's white. Ain't very few white guys will punt there and be like, for their flag waving, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that kind of party, kid. You know what I'm saying? So most people when I write, look at people that speak up now. Steve Kerr speaks up a lot. You know what I'm saying? From Spurs, I'm saying though. People who are around black guys, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying so these are people who are around them. So I think you a lot more will have allies in the area, I'm saying, than not be, I'm saying.
Right.
So I'm thinking and basketball it'd be closer because you got less guys who can form a real bond. Let's put it in frat terms. When you got a guy pledging at an HBCU, won't say any names, HBCU, 50 guys online. You at 3. Who's your 48? What's his mama name? I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, I do it in San Marcos. It's only 10 of y'all. Who's your 10? That's so-and-so. Who's your 2? That's so-and-so.
Yeah.
What's his mama name? Miss so-and-so.
Yeah.
What's that name? Miss so-and-so. You get rid of forming that bond, a real bond.
Yeah.
If 75 guys got a real bond, I ain't never been on one football team where me and everybody on the team was really cool like that.
Right. That makes sense.
Hey, man. Preston, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everything. Appreciate you coming on. Tell the wife our prayers are with her. Appreciate. I like I said, man. I told you this personally. I enjoy watching you. On social media. Like I think you the epitome of what a husband should be.
Appreciate that, bro.
keep rocking, keep doing your thing, man. We appreciate everything you're doing for the culture, for the kids, and teaching these kids that they can be more than just an athlete. So, man, definitely appreciate that. Definitely thank you for coming on. You got anything you want to say in the end?
I'm just trying to be that bridge builder. I'm doing what we said we were, bro. I'm living my creed, I'm saying. But I appreciate, one, both you as men, because I've been on y'all since college days, I'm saying. And I mean, I watch you raising your daughter, old fuss, the whole nine, I'm saying. If I didn't watch your kids raise, or your son, I'm saying, you're coaching the Gators, I'm watching your kid, I'm saying, getting the brother big rule, I'm saying, it's good to see the brothers doing their thing, I'm saying, appreciate that, seeing, what we're supposed to do. Key dogs to Omega men. And sometimes your key dogs slip in and out, I'm saying, but, I understand that, bro. What you guys doing here, great with the podcast, I'm saying, sports, music, and other ish, because I think it talks to us, I'm saying. It's talked to us. It can talk for us as a platform. Because a lot of people may watch this, may not know me, I'm saying. No, a lot don't know me, I'm saying. And they'll know me, I'm saying, but they hear who I am through you guys, I'm saying. So even this is a platform for us discussing, I'm saying, hey, the direction we need to be going in, I'm saying, like in college, I had people from college hit me up during this whole race stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Preston, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you more. I'm saying like that, I'm saying. So is the access is they don't have access to everybody all the time, I'm saying. So what you guys are doing big, believe it or not, Q. I appreciate both of y'all. I applaud y'all. Salute to both of y'all, I'm saying, when y'all doing big, I just want 10%. No, I'm saying,
Don't need a lawyer anyway, so you got.
Hey, you spoken like a true agent, man.
I'm saying, well, y'all big though. Y'all do your thing, keep doing it big, bro. Anytime I get on, you see, bro. This is the longest interview I've done, maybe ever, bro. I'm saying, but it's the bros, so I'm having a conversation with y'all. I'm saying, plus I see what you guys are trying to do, and anything I can do to support. I'm saying, listen as you climb, Q dogs. You know how it is.
Appreciate it, doggy. And everybody, I'll get Preston information. I'll have it at the bottom of the link when the podcast drops. So if y'all want to reach out to him, got any questions or anything like that, he'll be there. If you need to hire him, if you're an athlete, you need an agent, so you got him.
For real, y'all. Hey, hit me up, y'all, for real. I need to make some money around here.
All right.
Paid. All right, road cues.
Bro.
Y'all be out. Stay safe, y'all. Stay safe.
We'll do. You too, Q.